on. So what are the unique implications of insuring these vehicles versus a standard aircraft on an insurance policy?
So I think the coverage essentially is going to be very similar. I think we're going to be talking about physical damage, legal liability, deductibles, so I don't think coverage is necessarily going to be all that different in the early days. There may be some more subtle policy changes that need to be made, but I think the implications for the insurance industry are somewhat broader in scope. And I think about things like the fact that right now we're talking about experimental aircraft. Very few, if any, of these aircraft have actually been certified. There's one aircraft in China that has been. So right now, this is all experimental, and of course, with experimentation comes risk. So that's something that the industry, that the insurance industry needs to grapple with: insuring experimental aircraft, and doing so in such a way that makes sense for the customer and for us as insurers as well. We think about limits. There may be an expectation if you're an eVTOL operator and you have a codeshare agreement with a major airline, let's say, there may be an expectation from the airline that you're going to be carrying limits, up into maybe $1 billion or something. So then we have to think about how we insure those types of risks where they are, these are new technologies. They're yet to be proven. So how do we balance that need for insurability through contracts that our customers might have signed with finding a sensible level to insure these new aircraft coming into the market? So that's something that I think we need to think about as an industry. Premium, clearly, we have to think about the right premium to be charging for these risks as well. So I think we need to work in an environment where we are very closely aligned with our customers. We're talking to our customers, we're understanding their challenges, and we as an insurance industry are learning with them so that insurance becomes something that can enable these operations to grow rather than getting to the point where, we're ready to go, that there are aircraft going to be flying commercial services, and all of a sudden the insurance market locks down and says, well, we're not going to cover this, and those limits are crazy, and, talk to me about the pilot. So let's, work with our customers as an industry to make sure that as their technologies develop, we are growing and learning with them. And I think that should be a focus for the